Hi and welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how to make this cute magnetic bookmark that makes a great Valentine. Okay, now I'm going to show you what supplies you need to make this project. First you need 2 strips of 2x8 patterned cardstock, and I'm using Nana's Kids from Die Cuts with a View. Then you need some paper punches because we're going to make a little monogram on top, and you need die cut letters, and then I'm punched out a mega circle from the Punch Bunch and a scallop circle that's a mega size from Marvy. You need basic gray magnetic snaps, matching ink pads, your ink blending tool and blending foam, a glue stick, some glossy accents, crystal stickles, a paper trimmer, and a bone folder. Okay, to start, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make the little crease for our flap. And to do that, I'm going to show you a little trick. If you don't have a scoring blade on your trimmer, you can use this paper creaser. This is a 5-inch paper creaser from Ranger. And we want to make a crease at 2 inches. So what you do is you put your paper at the 2-inch mark, and then you take the tip of the bone folder, and then you just run it through the track. And then it'll look like that. And then you're going to do it to your other piece. Doesn't matter what end you crease it at. Same thing, 2 inches. And we can put that aside. And then you're going to fold this over like so. And then take your other piece and fold it like that. And what you're going to end up doing is gluing these 2 pieces together like that. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to ink the edges of the cardstock just to give it a finished look. And to do that, I'll show you what you do. You take your ink pad and your ink blending foam. I'm using chartreuse leaf. These are Nick Bantock inks from Ranger. And then you put your foam onto the tool. And then you rub your foam into the ink pad, and then you just flick it along the sides. Just like that, just to give it a little edging. And then you can go over the top and lightly rub, and just to get a little more color. This is another way you can apply your ink. Going in like a circular motion, like so. And then when choosing your ink colors, what I like to do is I like to pick the same color but in a darker shade than the piece that I'm working on. Okay, and so you're going to do that for all your pieces. For this I use damson plum, and then for this one I'm going to use the rose madder, and then for this we're going to use chrome yellow, and then some rose madder again for this one. Okay, once you've inked all your pieces, this is what it looks like. And now we're ready to glue them together. So we're going to be gluing this piece into here like so. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your 2 magnets. You have to pick a plus and a minus. And it doesn't matter what side you place them on, but you put one on this white part right here, and then the other on the back, and you'll see they'll stick to each other because they're so strong. And then you want to make sure it's about like a ½ inch from the bottom here and in the middle. And then next you're going to take your glue stick and you're going to glue the other piece really well, and you want to make sure you get all the edges so that it'll stick really good. And for all you class moms out there, this is so easy that you could probably have the kids do this in class at their Valentine's party. That would be a fun project. Okay, then you want to take off the little white plus and minus signs because there's adhesive underneath here. And then you're just going to glue it together like so, and then go ahead and fold this over and then press it down. And don't worry if you have this little white spot showing, because we're gonna go ahead and trim it off. So you take your trimmer and just trim off that little edge. And sometimes you might have to trim down at the bottom or the sides. You can just trim off this little piece with a scissor. Okay, so once you're all glued, it looks like this, and then as you can see, the magnet works. And now the next thing we're going to do is just glue our monogram on top. And for that, I'm using Glossy Accents, which is made by Ranger, which is a clear dimensional embellishment that you can use on top of things to make it shiny, and it dries to a clear glossy finish. But it also has another use, and that's to use it as a glue. And what you do is you just put a thin little coat and move it around with the tip. And you're just going to glue your pieces together. Like so. And then this is going to go on top of the bookmark. Like that. And then, last but not least, we're going to put our stickles around the edge. And you're just going to put your stickles around the edge of the circle here. I'm using crystal stickles. Okay, and when you're done, it looks like this. And then I'm giving these to the children in my daughter's class. She's in 4th grade, and this is going to be my girl version of the bookmark. And then I also made a boy version, which is the same pattern paper but kind of more boy colors. And instead of the circle, I used a square punch and a stamp punch. And when you're finished, you can wrap it up in a cellophane bag with some basket filler, some treats, and some curling ribbon, and then you have a cute little Valentine gift. And I have about 20 more of these to make, so I better get cracking. Remember, a crafty day keeps the stress away, and I'll see you next time.